Hi there, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Tuesday's Talk with Grada. Hope you're warm somewhere, wherever you are listening to me. And the reason why I do Tuesday's Talks with Grada for 20 minutes every Tuesday is because I want people to have a resting point in the middle of the week. 20 minutes with me where they can up-level their energy or just feel a little bit better at the end of the 20 minutes than you are when you begin to listen to me. So sometimes I share stories about my clients or my own experiences. And today I really want to talk about being grounded, and we're going to do a lovely meditation that will help you relax and feel really centered and grounded. So grounding is very, very important for everyone, but especially if you are intuitive, sensitive, empathic, if you're a light worker or a healer, if you work with lots of people. Children need grounding. Actually, everyone needs grounding. And particularly the era we live in now, the last 3 years, when the world's been in crisis and so much has been thrown at us, it's super, super important that you remain grounded. And when COVID first happened, I literally felt like a hand on top of my head that was pressing down, and I assumed, that was the hand of my spiritual guide or source pushing me down into the ground. And I knew that it meant I had to become way more grounded than I've ever been. So first of all, and anyway, that's what I did. That's what I've been doing for the last 3 years. I've been getting rid of distractions from my life. My life is very, very simple now. I spend time with my clients, in my family, and on my beautiful property. I'm very lucky that I have 9 acres of beautiful nature with lots of trees and plants and birds and cats and a dog and a donkey and a cow and ducks and so on. So I'm surrounded by nature, and I pretty much hardly ever go anywhere else. This is so, so important because nature offers us a lot of healing. So for instance, if you have a cut or you've had an operation or a disease, or you're in recovery from something and you earth yourself, so literally you connect with earth, so you're not in a hospital on the 3rd story or somewhere else, the cut will heal like earth will give you that energy to heal very speedily and fast. But if you were to let's say you are recovering in ICU or in a hospital somewhere away from nature, and you're in this electrical static environment, you can still bring in nature just by visualizing you're in a forest. Your body will take you there, right? Because energy is more powerful than reality. So earth is symbolic of safety, warmth, grounding, healing. Anyone who's going through a transitional period, like a time of lots of change, or starting a business, changing jobs, having a baby, all those big challenges that I talk about, stresses, you need to ground yourself. And the earth energy is actually the energy of manifestation. So earth or mother nature, whatever you like to call it, is very good at pulling things out of the bag for you, like the rabbit out of the bag. Like, it will give you what you want if you connect with it, right? So it will give you healing energy, so you heal quicker. It will give you money to tie you over to the next paycheck. I remember a time when Pete and I had 6 little children, and we were living off Peter's nurse's wages, and we had a big mortgage, of course, and all the rest, living on the smell of an oily rag. And we lived in the sticks as well, away from everywhere, but once a week I would go to the supermarket, which was 40 kilometers away, and I didn't have enough money to pay for the groceries that I needed to buy this time. I knew that I wasn't going to have enough money, so I was feeling really stressed about it, and I didn't really know where I was going to skimp on my grocery list. And when I hopped out of the car, there was a $20 bill, or it might have even been a $50 bill, I can't remember. But even a $20 bill 30 years ago would be equivalent probably to a $300 bill if there was something like that. So it really helped me like I just said, thank you, universe, right? Remember to always appreciate, show your appreciation and gratitude. Otherwise, the universe is going to stop the flow, because like that's ungrateful, right? If you have a friend and you're always handing out gifts to that friend and the friend never says thank you and it just takes it, you're going to stop having to deal with that person, aren't you? So that's just giving you a tiny bit of an introduction, that when we ground, our focus and attention will be towards Mother Earth. But some people don't like to do that, because there are people amongst us that think, well, earthworms, and Earth is not warm at all, it's like cold, and it reminds me of being a coffin, dead body in the ground, something like that. So honestly, people have thoughts like that, and it stops people from grounding. They want to then just shoot up into the sky. So the opposite end of our body, we have the sky, right? And if our attention is always going forwards, upwards and forwards, we're going to tap into anxiety and high alert and survival. It's not where prosperity is. It's not where peace and tranquility is. It's not where stillness is. Stillness is not out here in front of our head, right? In our head bubble, we're just going to find a lot of mental activity and confusion, and not what we're craving for. So if you struggle with the earth element and it reminds you too much of distressing dark thoughts, I'm going to suggest that instead of connecting with Mother Earth and soft soil, why don't you think of rocks, something like that, like clean rocks, or a granite rock, or quartz, or precious metals, or sitting on a ball of gold, or something like that. You can come up with your own visualization, okay? So don't force yourself into something that causes distress in your body. A good clean rock, or maybe a rock in the sea, in the ocean, or a rock in a still pond of water, something like that. That will work as well. So why do we need grounding? And this is very, very important. So as you know, we're a soul and a spirit having a physical experience. So like the physical body, the material self is like the cup that holds the tea being your soul. And your soul, by the way, in this lifetime, like my lifetime is Grada, I'm only embodying a tiny part of my soul. It's not all that there is to it, but at the moment, this is what's in the cup, right? And then our spirit is beyond that even. And then you have the universal spirit or God. So that's where everything is all one. But today we're going through our individual experience as a person. It's very important that we inhabit consciously all of our body. Literally, that your soul is in the tip of your nose, in the tips of your fingers. Your soul is in your hair. Your soul is in the tips of your toes. Your soul is in every cell of your body. Because if your consciousness and awareness isn't in your body, that leaves a vacuum or an empty space, and now it's going to be filled by other things, because nothing in nature is ever blank or void. It fills itself straight away. So if your consciousness is not in your body, your true essence, you could say, not inhabiting every part of your body, entities can come in, and that's very common. I see that lots of people carry all this extra baggage. So an entity is like an energy parasite that doesn't belong to you, and it messes in your relationship, in your life, and interferes with your health. So as an energy worker, I clear entities. It can cause mental illness. They're very destructive a lot of the time. So if you're not consciously grounding yourself, you could attract entities. But aside from that, you could even allow in a lot of negative thinking. Just thinking that from people around you, because many people are in fear and crisis, so you're catching on their thoughts. So when you become more grounded in your body, you're taking up more space, you're claiming your space, you're going to always feel very calm, so your sense of peace, inner peace, increases. So it doesn't matter what happens around you, you feel solid in your stillness. Often you start to prosper when you've never prospered before. You feel connected to source, so that gets stronger. You start to become way more intuitive. If you're clairvoyant, everything gets brighter. If you're clairaudient, you start to hear messages louder. So all your intuitive senses get sharper. Some people will say to me, after they've had a session with me and they're fully in their body, it feels like on drugs because all their senses are heightened and everything is jumping out at them. But it's actually your own spirit that you're doing. So probably about 6 years ago, I started to actively and on purpose do practices of bringing myself home in my body. So that was 2017 or 2016 when I started to realize, hang on a minute, most of the time, when I'm on autopilot or not, most of the time I'm only 30% in my body. So where was the rest? The rest was just being a space cadet, whatever, floating around the universe, I guess, but definitely not in my body. And it made me accident prone and all the rest as well, and exhausted. And up until that point, I didn't even know that it was a concept. That's why I want to share it with you today. So I actively started to do grounding practices. And it's taking me many years actually to get to a point where I am often now 90% in my body when I'm on autopilot. And of course, when I'm with my clients doing my work, I've always been 1000% in my body. That goes without saying, even back in those days. So that would feel really good for me to work as a healer, because like I'm fully present, like locked in and on board. But then as soon as I was home, I would be absent again from my body. So this is something that we all need to learn. The reason we leave our body is due to trauma and stresses that happened to us in our childhood. It wasn't safe to be in our body. We couldn't run away. Trauma was happening. Nobody held us. It wasn't comfortable in our body. And if you can't run away or fight, your consciousness literally leaves your body, and then it's very comfortable out there. So then we end up choosing to stay outside of our body most of the time. But our soul wants us to be literally, like I said, in our fingertips, everywhere in your earlobes, with every part of your body needs to be inhabited by your own consciousness and your own awareness. So let's just do this practice with me for like 10 minutes. And if you're driving, you can't listen to this because you fall asleep. This is also going to deeply relax you and heighten your intuition. And I want you to know that you are very, very intuitive already. So this is even going to make it more powerful. So I'm just going to invite you to breathe into your body and focus on the downward flow. So as the air enters your body, it's going down your nose into your lungs, so it's going down, and imagine it's traveling down even further into your bottom, down your legs, into your feet, and imagine your feet are touching earth energy, which is the energy of manifestation, healing, feeling safe and empowered. And if that's too difficult for you to go into the center of Mother Earth, just visualize yourself sitting on a beautiful rock or a special crystal ball or something like that that's solid. And take yourself all the way into the center of Mother Earth. If it's too scary, you can also bring a safe person with you or a totem animal like a lion or a bear or a bird or a wolf, a presence that makes you safe. Travel all the way to the depths, innermost part of Mother Earth, and imagine there's a point of light there. That's the point of new beginnings, point of creation. It's a point of stillness, point of where everything comes from, infinite consciousness. And just be curious. Just receive the information that's coming towards you. It's entering your body through your feet. The energy feels supportive and warm and comforting and loving, nurturing. Feel your feet on the floor or on a rock or on a ball of gold or a big crystal ball, or maybe you're in a crystal cave. And just allow this energy now to land in your womb space, or if you're a man, in the sacral area, deep inside your tummy. And just notice how still and calm it remains in there. This is like your central point that mirrors the point in the center of Mother Earth. It's your still point. The universe is very, very still there. Nothing ever moves it or shakes it, because nothing can shake the stability that's found inside there. Even if it's just one cell, you could just visualize one cell. If your life is very stressful right now, just one little point of light deep into the center of your belly. And you can amplify that with the universal energy that's flowing towards you, that's supporting you. And this is like a good foundational energetic basis for you to lead your life from. It's how you feel your connection to infinite source. And now I want you to bring that energy up into your heart center, towards the back of your heart. And just imagine the nature beings, the elves and the fairies, they love your heart. They want to play with you, they want to massage your heart, they want to nurture it, they want to stroke it, they want to give you unconditional love and fun, they want to give you a few giggles, they want to make you feel lighthearted, and just they want to pull out all the care from the back of your heart. So just let them do that. Imagine your heart has a little trap door at the back, and just let them pull out all the dusty, heavy, burdensome energy. So just breathe in that energy, still coming up from the ground. And so just let the earth elements play with your heart. So just let them go inside. Maybe they're rollerblading, having lots of fun. Just let them shine light in all the corners. Maybe there are some dusty corners. Just let them scoop out the dust or brush it out. And let the dust just be blown away by a gentle wind through the back of your heart. And you start to feel lighter, and just let it light infuse every part of your body, not just your heart, but especially your heart right now. And as it starts to overflow, maybe the color pink, it can flow into your shoulders and every other part of your body, an energetic body that stretches out all the way into space. And so just bring your attention up through your heart, through your neck, the back of your neck, into the back of your head, where we have our thinking center, but this one is for deep thinking and clear perception. How about you throw away your everyday glasses for 1 minute, your lenses, and imagine you go to a drawer in your room and you open the drawer and you find some glasses, and those glasses belong to the divine, they belong to the creator. Maybe they're like really old glasses, or maybe they look snazzy with diamonds. And just put those glasses on in your mind's eye. Open your eyes in your mind's eye and look out on your life, inside your body, in your situation where you are today, through the divine glasses, the lens of the divine. What are you seeing now? What difference does that make? Have you been taking yourself too serious? Have you been putting in too much effort, clinging too much, not trusting enough? Just look through those divine glasses. Maybe they're rose colored, or maybe they're blue, or maybe you're seeing something else. Maybe the divine is saying you need to drink more water, or have a really good belly laugh, or maybe kick something out of your life, like, remove something from your life that doesn't need to be there because it's irritating you. So whatever the messaging is, let it come in, and then let your third eye, which is behind your eyes, be fully restored by the energy that's coming up through the earth. And just notice what's happening inside your body now with all your 3 centers beaming away. Are you taking up more space in your body now? The real you, the real self. Are you taking up 100% now, claiming every cell and every particle and every light body for you? Or maybe you're not there yet, but you know that this is the journey. And you can do grounding meditations every day, knowing that you want to take up residency in your body. And then just allow this beautiful energy that's flowing through you now to pour out the top of your head like a shower, and then rinse your energy bodies all the way down to the ground and back into the center of Mother Earth, and you're feeling fully connected and relaxed. I want you to open your eyes with soft eyes and divine eyes, so just keep that softness. You probably still have your divine glasses on. And just hang on to the feelings that you received and the ideas or the messages that you got from your divine spirit helpers today. And just feel your fingertips. Do they feel heavier now, or fuller, or more energized? Does it feel as if you're taking up space inside your own body? Because if you do, nothing else can come in, and life will be so much easier for you. It makes it so much easier for your immune system, for your people around you. You won't be as snappy because you feel calm and you have inner peace. And it keeps bubbling up every time you go back and do this meditation again. It's like the stream will be stronger. So just take a notice how you feel in your body now, in your tummy, in your skeleton, in your abdomen, in your breasts, in your heart space, in your ribs, in your neck, your muscles. Just become very conscious of all of that, and then fill your body with gratitude and appreciation for giving you the gift of this life, being you in this lifetime. And just keep checking in with yourself every day, like, what percentage of me is literally in my body? And if you find yourself rushing or talking fast, you're not in your body. There's 2 telltale signs that you're somewhere else. So then just bring yourself back inside your body. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this session. I hope you find it helpful, that you learned something from it. And the more you do it, of course, the more it's going to pay forward. It's like putting money, depositing into your bank account. That's going to compound for you. So the energy will do it for you. Like, you don't always have to tell it what to do anymore, because it will automatically happen. And then you start to reap all the rewards that I've already shared with you today. So thank you for tuning in, and have a really great week, everyone. Big hug from me. See you next week. Bye.